This is a Ryan Little production.
Edel Sls01 iron testing today. I've got a set of them, I'm going to play a few holes. The question's always asked, these are single length irons, so the question's always asked for single length irons is will they hit the right distance? We'll test that. How does it actually work? We'll talk about that. And also some of the unique features maybe Edel will bring into the table in this space. You have to feel slightly sorry for Edel because Bryson DeChambeau, the most famous kind of one length iron player, the only one I know on tour that uses them, had Edel one length irons, not these ones, but had Edel one length irons. Cobra came along, obviously, and took him, if you like, or he decided to go to him, and now I'm not sure what player uses their iron. Obviously known very well for the putter company. You get extensive fitting in these as well, similar to what you get a little bit in the putting kind of world that Edel brings. So there's some interesting things going on with these. 7 iron, 165 yards out, and obviously this is the correct length because everything is going to be around this length. Oh my god. Can't quite see where that's finished, but that was right down it. So the whole set is one length. So I don't quote me on this, and I'll have to look it up. I think it's all the same length as the 7 iron. So the 3 iron is short, and then the wedges are longer, that kind of idea. I think lots of you have wised up or seen that one length is now a thing, and there's a few companies out there doing it. And what the one length is going to do for you as a golfer is maybe offer you some kind of consistency in the way you stand, so kind of posture. Some people think same ball positions. I don't go with that because I'm using ball position to dictate launch a little bit, and even though they're the same length, the lofts all change. So on the floor here is a 3 iron, a 7 iron and a 9 iron, and you can see they are one length. So we get a hollow body in this one, which Edel is saying allows them to make the face thinner, which then in turn allows them to control the ball speeds off the face to make sure you're getting the right gapping on each club, which we're going to test. So they're going to make it thinner and they're going to make the face thicker to try and control the ball speed. We also get the cavity on the inside changes its size again in relationship to that ball speed and how much spring you might get off the face to make sure you are hitting those distances. So 7 iron for me came up a little short, but it was always at the top end of my distance with the yardage. I saw it come over this bank. I knew the pin was at the back. I thought I saw it go over that bank, meaning I was there, but unfortunately still got a putt. So if we take a look at the SLS01s from Edel, it's an interesting looking iron. So 3 iron, 7 iron, 9 iron, no offset at all, medium to kind of thickish top lines, but yet a very small blade length, not a very kind of long blade length. So I'm kind of not sure if I like the look of them or not. Hitting them already, I've certainly liked the feel of them, which is making me like them a little bit more. They're forged also, it says forged on the neck, and I'm just not sure who would pick them up and instantly say they love the look of them, which is why it's best we test them. It does feel good off the face, and it's a nice sound. Oh, that's a little long. So I've just landed on the back of the green and just run over here. I mean, it's flown it. I knew it was going to be, because the wind's slightly off the right helping. I've flown it maybe 5 yards too far. Should have just hit an 8 really. So the sand wedge is a nice size. This is where the clubs start throwing people, because this is a long length club. I could hold at the top if I wanted to and just try and keep everything the same. I still feel with the single length that I'm going to come down into the middle of the grip. It just makes sense, even nearer the bottom. So it does make me feel like I need to stand a bit taller on the chip shots, because obviously the club's a bit longer. That in turn makes me feel like I'm kind of almost like a putt, just rocking my shoulders more. It's interesting. It's nice. It's very soft off the face. There's polymer in the heads foam as such. I'm not sure how fast this foam is. And that's what's contributing to that sound. They're trying to control the sound. They say spring on the face with that polymer as well. But the sound so far on the irons I've hit felt kind of soft, cheesy loveliness. If you like cheese, that is. Push. Let's check out some numbers me and Dan captured earlier this week. So Edel 1 lengths. So if we start with a wedge, I tried to hit it 100 yards and I averaged carry 90, running out to 99, so nice. Spinning at 6.1. 3 iron spun at 3.4, 3,400 revs, and averaged 185, average then rolling out to 200. And then the 6 iron for me, 165, spinning at 4.9, relatively low 6 iron spin. The big thing with the 1 length, which I like, which is often the big question, is the distances are where they should be. The 6 iron is slightly low spinning, which surprises me to be honest, but decent for numbers, bearing in mind they're all 1 length, which is always that big question. Let's get back out on the course. So you can see there the gap-ins are quite good in the set. Edel are saying that they've got progressive CG, so lower on the longer irons to push the ball up and a bit higher on the higher lofted clubs. And yes, this is a graphite shaft. Patterson Kinetic, engineered for this club exclusively apparently. So the 3 iron looks very small, so it's a medium top line, and you do actually see a bit of the back of the club out the back on this one, because obviously it's all there trying to help, but it's a very small blade length. Certainly not for the faint-hearted, this set. But that just feels really good. I mean, that's a 3 iron. I think I've hit 3 iron for years. Now that 3 iron goes a little low in its flight, but the fact that it's so short in length makes it just feel, like I've said with most single length irons, like you're cheating. Like it just feels so easy to hit and not aggressive in any way, but still goes the distance. So the shaft is designed, engineered for these irons to help with the perfect launch for the perfect iron. Bear in mind there, single length, CGs have been moved, cavities have been changed, all those things. You know me, I'm not a massive shaftoid fan, so read into that what you want. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom, look. Last strike, which I made a birdie off, toey, the one where I didn't get them down and just flew the green out the middle. There's so many different permutations to this game, isn't there? The more I play with these, the more I feel like I could game them. When I originally picked them up, I wasn't sure with looks and what have you, but off the face, the feel and the looks now kind of, I'm learning to like them more as I go. The 3 iron is just silly easy. That's going to be not miles away. It just goes a fraction low, but remember it's a 3 iron. I wouldn't game this club, and I don't think many of you would either. Hybrids are still important. Would I game these? I think it's fair to say I would consider them. If I was thinking of 1 length irons, these would be in the mix as good as any of them. possibly have my issues with the long irons the more I try. One length irons just not really getting the height. But again, I'm a hybrid player, so would that be a problem? Are people getting better because of one length irons? Well, with time we'll tell and see, but I've not heard massive great reports. But I have heard of people getting one length irons and then falling in love with them, really, you know, not imagining going back to anything else. I think it's fair to say I like them. I certainly like the feel of them. The looks have grown on me, but maybe not the best looking iron in the world. Let's show you some compares at home so you can get an idea of the difference between some of your kind of stock favourites. So Edel v TaylorMade P790. So you can see what I mean by almost the onset of the Edel compared to P790. I-blade v Edel. I-blade on the right, definitely thinner top line, and again that's got a little bit of offset where the Edel has none. Mizuno split cavity MP18. So post comments down below, let me know out of all of them which one would you go for. You see the split cavity definitely looks a little thinner, and again you've got the onset and offset. Hit that comment section up. Which one would you go for? What do you think of the Edels? Could you gain one length or not? Let me hear your comments.